Good morning, buddy. Come here. Sit down and give me a hug. Good morning, good boy. Good morning, good boy. Good morning. You want your breakfast this morning? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stony Ridge Farm. We're a little early here. I've got to get Buddy some food in his bowl. He might already have food in his bowl. Hope everyone is doing well. Happy New Year's. First day of 2025. A gorgeous day out here on the farm. We're going to have sustained winds of 15 miles an hour and gusts up to 40 today. So we're getting out early, taking care of the cows. This is the first feeding of the cows and the first feeding of Buddy. Hey, Buddy, sit. Sit. Have you been a good dog? Want to shake it? Want to shake it? Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes, sir. Just want to bring you guys along with me this morning. Beautiful view of the farm here. Just a gorgeous day. We're going to hop on the four-wheeler here in just a second. And we're going to ride over. The cows are right up on the top of the ridge right up here. And we're going to get Buddy fed. Buddy doesn't go with us to feed the cows every morning. And I want your guys' feedback, by the way. Would you like to see more live streams here in January? Not a whole lot of extracurricular stuff going on here. Just prepping for springtime, keeping the animals fed, keeping everybody healthy and happy. And Buddy, let's watch Buddy. Sit. Sit. Eat your breakfast. He's a well-trained dog. Thank you guys. Thoughts and prayers to everybody. Hopefully everyone made it home safe last night from whatever you did for New Year's. The wind is starting to whip out here, so bear with me on the noise and the bumps. This is live. This is real. This is farming. This is what's really going on. You guys will notice I got several of these little Honda Elements. I don't want to tell you, but I do want to tell you. That's the most reliable platform Honda has ever made. I love those little cars. They do great. The seats fold up in the back. You can rinse them out with a water hose, and that's why I have them. They're just great little farm rigs. Good for going to town. Decent on gas. All-wheel drive. The blue one's all-wheel drive. And just great machines. So buy reliable. Buy Honda, you know. So this one has 100,000 miles on it. When I bought it, it had 60 on it. No, I don't want to jinx myself, but no mechanical problems whatsoever. I did hit a flying trampoline a while back, and we're going to be repairing that. And the catalytic converter got stolen out of it one time. I've driven it back and forth to Louisville, Kentucky, I bet you 5 times. That Dodge is a 25-year-old truck. It's his birthday today. Driven it back and forth to Indiana. How many times? 8 times now, something like that. Awesome. 150,000 miles, 40,000 miles. That's a 2007. So really low miles on that critter. Right on. What we're going to do here, we're going to hop on the four-wheeler. We're in the mini shop, and we're going to ride over and take care of the cows. Cows are up on the top of the hill, and it's chilly this morning. It's about 45 degrees, not real cold, but just a little nippy. Gosh, I'm not seeing your guys' comments. Let me see here. There we go. Got your comments. Farmall Fanatic in the house. Michael Blum in the house. Alan, Family Farmstead. Johnny Dennis. Bubba, Paula. My eyes, I haven't got adjusted to being awake yet. Todd, I slept in this morning. Any of you guys sleeping in this morning? My day is going to be pretty fun. We'll talk about what my whole day entails a little bit later. But we got to go up and take care of the animals. Gorgeous day. I have an external mic on. We're trying to fight this wind this morning. Actually, let me adjust that real quick. I am live. This is real in real time. And that thing seems to be in an odd position. Let's fix that. It's a little magnet on there. And that's better. Here we go. Gorgeous day. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope none of you guys are dealing with an early morning New Year's headache. If you are, hydrate. Take your vitamins. We're gonna drive up here. Here we go. This four-wheeler frustrates the tar out of me. You guys don't know about getting the tar frustrated out of you. That's what we say around here. The gears shift funny in this thing. It gets on my nerves a little bit. It's the automatic transmission dual clutch from Honda. It performs well, but it just shifts a little funny. So we just ran over the fence wire. Cows are on this ridge we're getting ready to pull up to. And when they're laying down up here on the ridge top, that means that good things are going on. I like to see that. Lots of manure out in this field that they just came out of. Got to get over here with the drag harrow, clean all that up. Hey guys, morning. Good morning. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. I've got a hay bale, and the hay bales are way over here on the other side of this pasture, and we're just going to unroll this hay bale. This is a daily or twice a day activity for the cows. Keeping them fat all winter long is always a challenge, a big time challenge. We want to keep them fat all winter long because all these girls right here are preggers. I was going to say preggers, and then I said pregnant. Let me whip the camera around. You guys can hear me talk, and we'll show a lot of the animals today. If you like these kind of live streams and you want to see this on hang on, there we go. I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. Any more of these live streams, let me know. I'm thinking about doing a lot more live streams here in January, just as we do the general care of the animals here. You guys hear them? They're all kind of humming. Mona. That's Mona right there. She's over there moaning. Can you guys hear her? Thoughts on a UTV bed mounted seed spreader towing a drag harrow to plant seed in a single pass? Suggestions. I've got that. That's what I do. There's a video out there of me doing that with my tractor. Got a little something going on up here. It looks like fur, animal fur. So we're going to walk up there and check that out. I don't know what that is. Let's talk about, you guys are going to see a video coming out this weekend. Me trying to separate a couple steers and leave them in this pasture right here. I had a cow jump this fence. His new name is Jumper. He jumped right over this fence right here. So I actually have to move the cows from this paddock back into here because we're taking some animals for beef. 2 animals for beef. This is a beef farm. These are beef cows. And that's Jumper right there. I think it's either Jumper or Notch. Are you Jumper? I believe you are. Let me see your ear. Yep, that's Jumper. Do you guys hear Mona moaning? Hey, Mona. Good morning, Mona. Good morning, Mona. Let's see if you guys can hear Mona. Give us a good moan. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Did you guys hear that? What's the matter, Mona? Mona has always moaned like this. Hey, Mona. Show them what you do. Show them what you do, Mona. She's not doing it. Try to put her on the spot. That's what happens. You guys hear her moaning? Hey, butthead. Good morning. How are you? You got some dirt in your hair. And Big Bud. How you doing this morning, Big Bud? Big Bud likes a big rub on the butt. I'm going to walk over here. There's a tuft of hair. I don't know what it is. We're going to check it out, see what's up. Hey, 201. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. Guys, this is live, so bear with me if the signal's a little bit rough or if the audio's a little bit rough. If you can't hear me, let me know and refresh your browser if you lose volume. That happens sometimes. This is a pond that I built by myself. First pond I'd ever built by myself. Don't have very much money. I think I've got about 250 bucks in this pond, not counting fuel. Now, right here, it looks like chicken feathers, but it may be fur. I don't know what it is. But we're going to take a little walk here through the forest. What you're seeing, these are planted pines, and you'll see a little bit more of that as I walk around. The cows will follow me wherever I go here. That is maybe a turkey? I don't know. A turkey or a guinea? Could be a guinea. One of my neighbor's guineas might have got it yesterday. Let's see what we got here. Is that old or is that new? It looks like guinea feathers. What do you guys think? I do believe that's a guinea feather. The guineas run around. My neighbor has guineas, and they run around and catch bugs and worms and stuff like that. And they roam all over the neighborhood. My neighbor lives way over there, but they roam all over my pastures. I welcome them. In fact, I'd like to have about 100 of them. They eat up all those ticks and fleas and mites and stuff that chickens won't eat. And guineas are pretty flighty, so they can escape from predators pretty well. Now you guys can see, got a little cow trail right there. That's something we really, really try to avoid here on the farm. And having this pathway around this pond is what's caused that cow trail. So we're going to walk, and they're going to come behind me here in just a second. So get ready. So the ATV is stationed over here. Has the catfish been restocked? Pond been restocked? It's restocked itself a little bit. There are some babies in there, but not a lot. Good question. Great question, Michael. So you guys, that pond back there, I stocked it with catfish, channel cat, and I put some habitat in there for the channel cat to reproduce, and a river otter got up here in my catfish pond and ate all my catfish. So just so you know, nature always wins, okay? Nature always wins, no doubt about it. Brett is watching. That's good. Renee, good to have you. Steven, okay, see the cows? Woo, where did the camera go? There we go. They're just following me over here. It's probably better for me to beat the cows to the chuck wagon. And Tammy's right in behind us too. Tammy's our guard donkey. All right. So this is the pasture that we're going to be unrolling about 100 bales out pretty soon. And this will sustain most of the winter. The cows will be over here and we'll be unrolling hay to them. What we're doing is building soil, building up the land. I lime these pastures. We've got a cool new product we're going to be spraying the pastures with. Totally organic product to help heal our soil and help our grass grow greener for the long term, really. And also help break down the manure faster, which is what this place is all about. We live on manure. And I wondered last night if I turned my electric fence off or I turned it back on yesterday. Oh, and I did not. But these guys behaved pretty well. You guys did good, right, Big Bud? In other words, they didn't bust through the fence and get into the hay. That means they're fat and happy. That's a good thing. All right, so the four-wheeler, I'll show you guys. We'll turn this camera back around. Wish there was an easier way without me pushing all these buttons. But gotta take the fence loose. Just that simple. Hop on the four-wheeler here in a second. Crank her up. And we'll get these cows fed. Awesome. Thought I had a tripod over here so you guys could watch that, but I don't. And I thought I hid my four-wheeler key, but I didn't. I'm walking around here looking for my four-wheeler key. Okay. Gosh, I thought I hid that yesterday, but I sure didn't. All right. Look out, kiddos. Dad's coming through. Look out, kiddos. Look out, kiddos. That's you. You're one of the kiddos. Come on. Come on. Come on, girls. Come on. So I rolled a bale out yesterday right here. And we're just going to start it over right about here. And we're going to circle around all the way down through, come back up, and run right through there. You see all the manure is pretty much concentrated where I fed them yesterday. I've got to remove the twine on this bale real quick, so bear with me. Hey. Sorry about that, we blacked out. My neighbor's calling me. My neighbor bought one of my hay spears and wants to pay me. All right. So that is an unusable piece that goes in the trash. And this, the cows are ready. They're actually starting to eat it. So we'll unhook this guy right here. And when I kick it, the hay bale will fall over that way. Pretty cool. Good stuff. All right, let's hop on here. And look out, kiddo. There goes our hay bale. Gets a little bumpy here, guys, so bear with me. Come on, Mo cows. Come on. All right. Circle around. It won't be bumpy for long, but bear with me, guys. Okay, got a tight squeeze right here. Got to make a loop. We're gonna hang out with the cows for a minute, so stick with me. Look out, little cows. Look out. Dad's coming through. Hay bale's almost gone. Watch out. Watch out. Dad's coming through. Scoot your butt. Scoot your panties. There we go. Almost done. Almost on. Come on, hay bale. Let's go now. Hay bale getting on my nerves right now, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing needs to be off of that bale unroller. This is hard to do, driving, holding the camera, and unrolling hay. I think we're gonna get it. Look at that. Oh, that's a first. There we go. Good gracious. That's a first. I haven't had that thing do that before. Woo! Okay, I've got to get this four-wheeler in the correct gear so it doesn't roll down the hill. There we go. All right, so the cow's got plenty of food. Let me show you what happened here. So there are a couple springs on this Greg Judy bale unroller that are not working properly. They broke back in the day last year, and I've replaced them several times. They just don't want to stay on there. Pull this hook back, go into this D-ring. That's the word of the day today, D-ring. Put that guy in. If I had three hands, I could do a whole lot more work right now. Flick this guy up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 is the magic number that lines those spikes up with the center of the bale. Do you have farm tags in North Carolina, says Steven. Yeah, you have a farm tag on your vehicle. You can put a farm tag on your farm vehicle. A lot of people that don't farm put farm tags on their vehicle. So this hay didn't unroll appropriately, but that little section there, I'll just kick it out. It'll roll off down the hill. And what that does is spreads out the hay so that the cows don't make a mess and a mud hole. And it also is a seed bank. There's a seed bank in that hay right there. And that helps spread grass seed out on the land. That'll be good enough. Maybe one more little kick. All right. A little dusty. Smell like a little hay dust. Don't forget to pick up your 10 stones. I know, Paul. I know it. 10 rocks a day. I've been bringing the other four-wheeler over and picking up rocks. Here's, you guys can't really see them too close, but rock, rock, rock. This whole field is just, I bet you there's 50,000 rocks in this field. Easy. So here lately, on these windy days, I can't really film anything. That's why I'm doing a live stream with you guys this morning. Here lately, I've just been taken to picking up stones like this guy, his Stony Ridge Farm, right? And we just tossed that guy right in there. Anyway, I just take half the day and get out here, get some exercise, picking rocks. So if anybody ever told you farming was super easy and romantic, let me put that rumor away for you. Happy New Year, Arthur. Dennis, Happy New Year, John. Howdy, and HNY to SRF, and all the SRFers. Should we be pronounced surfers? How about farm fans? Fans of the farm. Gosh, man, they ate. Look at the manure load that came from just 2 bales of hay out here. They are just tearing this field up, which is great. It's awesome. Otter needs to be sent to freezer camp. That's funny. You're right, though. I mean, that's what happens. So let's talk about the cows real quick. Let's walk around them and show you guys what we have. For those of you who are on YouTube right now, we don't do very many live streams on YouTube anymore. And the reason we don't is because it slows down the traffic on the channel. But if you guys want to see more live streams, let me know. If you'll watch them, I'll do it for sure. So this is Donnie. Donnie's our South Pole bull. Pretty chill guy. He got a little bit sassy as we moved him over here to this new pasture about a day or so ago. And he's got a little aggressive posture right now. Donnie is who breeds all of the cows here. So all the calves will be from Donnie this year. Absolutely. These are Black Angus, and Donnie is a South Pole. South Polled. Polled cow means it doesn't have any horns. Polled is no horns, in case you don't know. So that's the brown, Dennis. So he's a South Pole, and the rest of these guys are Angus or Angus Cross. All right. So as we walk through here, like this girl right here, who doesn't have an ear tag because she probably rubbed a tree and knocked it off. It's best to ear tag these guys in both ears so that they don't do that. But the number on this cow is number 207. The significance of 207 is that this girl right here and this girl right here, both of these cows were born in 2022. She was the 7th animal born here on the farm in 2022. The single digit numbers are the first cows that I bought, like 25 right here. So odds are this is mom and baby. And you can look at their faces and kind of tell. Odds are that's mom and baby. This is Susie. Hey, Susie. Susie knows her name. Hey, Susie. Watch. Susie. 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 I need your loving. Susie's been here for quite some time. She's a single digit. She's a good mama. Cow science. We'll talk about this, and we talk about this almost daily. But we got, you look at our cows, food versus baby. Let me show you a good example here. Okay. Let me show you a good Prager cow here. All right, as we look from the rear of this animal, you'll see a rather large bulge right there. That's baby. Food, baby. Right side, that's where the cow carries its calf. So who is that? 22. So 22 is looking good. She's been a proven good mom. She's about 12 to 14 years old, and she just pops out calves like nobody's business. This is a cow-calf operation, and I'm working toward online beef sales. That way you guys can buy beef from a place that you know. None of these cows get medications. None of these cows get vaccinations. None of these cows get dewormer. These cows, unless they're sick, they don't get medicine. And that's something that's very uncommon in the beef industry and in the livestock industry. So we give them a good, clean place to live and eat and the best life possible. Just the best life we can possibly give them. That's the goal here. We keep them moving, and in the wintertime, parasites aren't quite as bad, but they'll get parasites because they're eating off the ground. Even if you ate off the ground all the time, you would get parasites, but they're not as prevalent in winter. And if we continually graze our land appropriately in the spring and summer and fall, then we reduce that parasite load, and we don't have to rely on big pharma to keep our cows healthy. We rely on common sense to keep our cows healthy. They didn't have dewormer back in the 1800s. They used natural sources, natural resources. So it's important to know this. This little mama here is pretty pregnant right there. This is a sweetest little calf. She will stay on the farm. She will be on the farm for good. And then I got one I call Spaz, and we'll find Spaz here in just a second. This is Notch. He's a steer. Notch was born in 2023, and a steer is for beef. So he's going to be a beef cow. He will be hamburger. That's the reality of farming, and if that's too tough for you to understand, this ain't Disneyland. I mean, this is just a farm. It's real life, real world. This is Cindy. Cindy's always a little standoffish. She's my perfect little supermodel cow. She's named Cindy because Cindy Crawford was a popular supermodel when I was a kid. This is Spaz. And Spaz is getting better. Spaz was freaking out and acting crazy and nuts. And really, you can see she has a little bit of a defensive posture right there. But 3 weeks ago, Spaz would have done that, would have just took off running. So she's getting more and more used to Josh. It's okay, little girl. She's a sweet cow. And I hate to get rid of her because of her attitude. She's getting big and she's healthy as she can be. But gosh, she is what we call flighty. And flighty means she just likes to run. She's afraid of everything. That's a dangerous animal when you get her in a pen, in a working pen, and you're trying to work that animal, trying to get her through a working chute. So we only run the cows through the working pens probably twice a year, but she could hurt somebody. You see that standoffishness. It's kind of like a dog. You know, you run up on a stray dog that's a little bit afraid of you and it'll bite you. That's the same thing here with little Spaz. It's okay, girl. One day I just need to come out here and I'll bring a chair and sit down and let Spaz just come up to me and hang out. So tell us more about Tammy. How long have you had her? Was she trained to guard the cows, or is it second nature? So Tammy is a guard donkey. Where is Tammy? She's over here at the end. Let's walk over and see Tammy. I'll talk about numbers a little bit more here as we walk. Tammy. Hey guys. Good morning. This is 318. Odds are this is brother and sister. 318, it was the 18th cow born in 2023. And they're not brother and sister, they're brother and brother. So 318 is a steer that will be utilized later next year. So he'll be here all winter. So here's Tammy, and Tammy doesn't like me. Tammy is very standoffish. She's not a pet. She is the guard donkey. Tammy, whether she's necessary or not, and I don't want to insult Tammy right now, but Tammy, whether she's necessary or not, she is here and she is a guard animal. And what Tammy does is if there's a coyote or something that comes into the pasture, she has been raised around cattle her whole life and she will protect them. So if predators like wild dogs, which we have around here, or even if we had wild hogs, or if we had coyotes come after our cows, after our calves, Tammy will kick their butts. And there is many videos out there on donkeys kicking a coyote's butt. many videos. So she's a good animal. She's sweet. I would love for her to be pettish, but she has just been out in the pasture with cows her whole life. And that's how she lives. That's what she does. So she eats the same thing as the cows. Her hooves get worn down. So typically with a horse or a donkey, you might have to work on their hooves, but she gets enough motion walking around the farm here on the rocks that she doesn't need any hoof work. And if she did, we'd bring her into the load and chute and do some hoof work if we needed to. Any rain yet? Urban interface living. Yes. It is very muddy and mucky and wet right now. This is a wet, super wet time of year. And if you guys go out on a country road today, if you're visiting family or whatever, take a look at the farms that you pass by. Look at the barns. Pay special attention to the barns of the farms that you pass by. You'll notice this time of year is nasty. The cows are covered in mud and manure. They're wading belly deep in mud to try and get to the feeder. And you just don't see that here. And the reason you don't see that is because we don't feed our cows in a barn. We don't feed them in a hay ring. If I had a hay ring sitting right here with that big old hay bale in it, all those cows would be crowded around it, and it would make a big, muddy mess. We're going to do a little test video pretty soon. It's about 48 degrees here now. Kelly says, you sure hope you don't vax these cows anything else because they're putting brain hacking tech in shots now. Stop watching TV. I'm a registered nurse. I mean, why would they care? Why would anyone care what the general population brain hacking technology in shots? I'm sorry. I just don't believe that. And maybe what you're saying is founded on good information, but I just don't believe that. I don't believe all the crap that I hear. I don't watch regular TV. I think it's disgusting, some of the stuff that I see on regular TV. I'd rather be here with you guys, enjoying the animals, wrenching on an old tractor or a truck, showing you guys how farms really work, small farms in America really work, versus living in that world of fear that the news media puts out there for us. It sickens me. It's disgusting. Some of the commercials I saw last night, and we were watching the ball drop there on the Ryan Seacrest show. I think it's called the Dick Clark Countdown. We were watching that last night, and some of the commercials were absolutely disgusting. I just wonder what on earth. Every other commercial was for some sort of pill or shot. That's not the way I live. I don't live looking around for a pill or a shot to fix me. I just go out and get exercise and try to eat right, take care of myself, take care of my farm, get fresh air, get exercise, take care of my animals, and that's life. Isn't it? Isn't it? I think that's just life. It's just, I don't know. As we walk here, I'll talk about it a little more. It's just disgusting to me, some of the commercials that I saw. Just disgusting. For some reason, the social abnormal is now being pushed as the social norm on regular television, and it's not. Okay? The everyday average person isn't what you're seeing on television. Look at TV, look at the news. In 1985 compared to the news in 2025. It's all about ratings. It is. It's just all about ratings. So guys, if you appreciate stuff like this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button. We don't need that crap. Let's make that your New Year's resolution, to stop watching the doggone garbage that's peddled to you on mainstream news media. Stop watching that peddled garbage. Start taking care of yourself. Get your butt off the couch. Go for a walk. I don't care if it's cold outside, if it's windy outside, if it's rainy outside. Get up, get out, and enjoy life. Sweetie. Hey, sweetie. How are you? This is Sweetie. I don't know. There's a good New Year's resolution. Get up, get out, and turn that stupid TV off that is pestering us with a bunch of garbage news. Now, Ziggy says he's going to the gym today. Shoo-wee. This is not a day to go to the gym. This is the worst day of the year. Got all the New Year's resolutionists going to the gym that last about 3 weeks. If you're doing it, stick with it. Stick with it. Take charge of your health and stick with it. Please, if you're going to do it, just do it. Just get out. Get out and go for a walk. The simplicity of going for a walk, just like we're doing right here, right now. Just the simplicity of going out, going for a little walk, enjoying nature, enjoying the outdoors. Even if it's going to your local park, walking around, just get some fresh air. Bundle up and go have fun. Nothing clears your mind better than just a good old walk. Michael Blum says, I can barely walk steps due to disabilities, cracks on my heels, and can walk on the balls of your toes. Well, brother, I know me and Michael have talked a lot in the years here. Michael's has had some health problems, and there are still things you can do, you know? There's still some things you can do. There's those little bicycle pedals you can put at the foot of your couch or your chair. Sit there, spin those feet. And I know a lot of people, and I think, a lot of folks have health problems, and a lot of people are dealing with mental health problems also. So this is a year for healing. Healing the land, healing our bodies, and turning off the stupid news. I don't know. I just don't watch it. And I'll tell you this. I don't watch it, and I'm happier because of it. I talk to neighbors, friends, and family, and around here it's mostly conservative folks around here, and most of them are watching Fox News or whatever. and I talked to them, and they've been watching Fox News, and they're always agitated at the newest bullcrap thing that's going on. That, can you believe what they're doing? The blah 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 blah. But in the end of it all, what we say down here is, it ain't going to affect the price of rice in China, right? Is it really affecting you, or is it just really affecting your mental health? I think it's really affecting our mental health. I think we need to turn off that stupid TV, get out and see some stuff. That's why YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all these platforms, you can choose to watch garbage, or you can choose to watch something that's wholesome and interesting. So, Happy New Year, guys. I got to get back to the house, get in there and answer some of your comments and questions. I want to thank you all so very much. Please post down there if you'd like to see more, and please subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, hit that follow button. I'd love to see you again. We will be live again tomorrow, weather permitting, right out here with the cows. Thank you. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time. Woo!